Persian. A lot of people don't know that. My mom's American and my dad's Persian, and I was raised in a Persian household fully. So every year around springtime, on the first day of spring, we have our Persian New Year. It's called Nowruz, and I've started celebrating it as an adult, like the past 3 or 4 years alone by myself. So it's become like a tradition for me, and I just want to share it with you guys. So every first day of spring we have the Persian New Year on March 21st, I'm sorry. It is basically to just start your new year off in a great way, like in a fresh way, I guess. Like you clean your house, you have like kind of an altar. It's called the Halfseen. It's representing different parts of your life that you want to bring in for the next new year, and it's very much about family. Even if you're not with your family, it's very much about wishing your family good wishes. It's something very typically Persian to call your family before they call you and say Happy New Year. It's like you're supposed to reach them before they reach you, basically, or it's considered kind of rude. And these days last for 13 days for women, and on the 13th day you take your wheatgrass plant to some form of body of water, and it represents you being able to find a husband for the next year. So it's like a very like old tradition, but when I was a child we would celebrate it like as a party and go and have like a bunch of good food and play with our cousins, and we didn't really know what it was, but it's just like a huge party. But then you do so many things at your house too, which I found to be the greatest traditions about everything. For me, winter time is like really hard because it's cold and it changes your mood, and like I'm not really a very outgoing person as far as going outside and being social all the time. So I think that in the winter time, like I value my household so much, and spending time alone and just reflecting, and that could be good and bad, but I think it's necessary. And so I just wanted to share a few tips about how I'm dealing with that. Like, and I guess it's good for everybody because there's a lot of people out there like me who like to stay home, and like, yeah, when it gets warmer we'll be out again, but it's a good time to kind of rest and plan, and I feel like that's what these moments are for. So during the 13 days of the Persian New Year, basically it's all about resting, cleaning your house, and for the Halfseen you leave it out for the 13 days normally, and it's the 7 S's. It's Sib, it's apple, and that represents health and beauty. The seer is garlic, and that represents medicine. Sirke is vinegar, and it represents age and patience. Sinjid is dried fruit, which I didn't have, but it symbolizes love, which I really need to have that. Oh gosh, I need to get some dried fruit. And the samanu is sweet pudding, and that represents fertility. Sabze is sprouts, and it represents rebirth. Sumac or sumac is berries, and that's like you can put it on your rice and stuff, and it represents prosperity and the color of the sunrise. And we also have things like, I have my Halfseen goldfish from 2 years ago. It's for good luck and new beginnings, and my fish has been alive for about two and a half years now. And also you can put coins on your table or a mirror to represent light, candles for each one of your family members, and yeah, it's just about cleaning and organizing, and then you use those moments to reset, sort of, which I will talk about in another video. But it is like traditional New Year, but it's in a different time, and I think it comes at a great time because nobody's really in the mood to be doing all this in January when it's really cold, but when you have some hope of the warmth coming back, it's kind of nicer.